For 6 months, my son lay unconscious in that hospital bed. I trusted my daughter-in-law. Or rather, I wanted to trust her. But one document I discovered changed everything. This story is based on true events, adapted for dramatization. Hello, everyone. Today I want to share my story with you. If you stay until the end, please subscribe and like this video. At 4 a.m., I woke up drenched in cold sweat. In my dream, my son Michael was bleeding, calling out for me. Mom, Mom. My heart was racing. After 30 years working as a county clerk, handling countless documents, I knew mother's intuition was more accurate than any paperwork. That morning, I drove straight to my son's apartment in Denver. I rang the doorbell. No answer for a long time. Strange. Usually my daughter-in-law Jessica would open the door right away. Mom? What are you doing here so early? Jessica's voice was shaking. When I walked in, there were multiple cell phones on the living room table. As I entered, Jessica quickly stuffed them into her purse. Where's Michael? Work. He left early for an urgent meeting. A lie. Michael's tech company had flexible hours, but it wasn't even 7 a.m. yet. Plus, Jessica had dark circles under her eyes. Mom, let me make you some coffee. Have a seat. While Jessica went to the kitchen, I noticed a stack of papers wedged between the couch cushions. My hand moved automatically. Power of attorney, life insurance. Beneficiary change form, long-term care consent. All were in Michael's name, with the beneficiary changed to spouse Jessica. The date was 1 week ago. Mom, what's that? Jessica's voice came from behind me. Cold. Jessica, what is all this? Michael decided this himself. Just in case. Just in case? In case of what? You don't need to know. That night, I called Michael 10 times. No answer. I texted him. Michael, it's Mom. Is something wrong? Please call me. His reply came at 2 a.m. Mom, don't worry. Everything's fine. Take care of Jessica for me. Take care of Jessica? Why was he suddenly asking me to look after his own wife? Anxiety consumed me. 3 days later, I got a call from the hospital. Are you the family of the patient? Michael Anderson was in a car accident on I-25. I almost dropped my phone. I rushed to the hospital. Jessica stood outside the ICU. Not a single tear. Jessica, what happened to Michael? He's unconscious. Severe traumatic brain injury. The doctor said we should prepare for months, at least. How did this happen? Head-on collision with a truck that crossed the median on the highway. I met with the attending physician. Your son's condition is critical. He's on life support. We can't predict when or if he'll wake up. Michael lay in bed, tubes everywhere. My healthy son, reduced to this. Michael, Mom's here. Can you hear me? But Michael didn't move. From that day, I went to the hospital every day. Jessica only came twice a week, for an hour each time. Jessica, do you have somewhere urgent to be? Yes, Mom. Work stuff. But Jessica was on family leave from her marketing job. Something didn't add up. One day, I overheard Jessica on the phone in the hospital corridor. Just wait a little longer. When the insurance money comes through, I'll pay you right away. Yeah, I know. I know how urgent Dad's gambling debts are. Gambling debts? I thought Jessica's family was well off. Something was hidden. That night, I called my old friend Margaret. She'd worked in insurance for 30 years. Margaret, I need your help. Can you look into Michael's insurance? Sure, honey. What do you need? When the beneficiary was changed, and how much the payout is. 2 days later, Margaret came over. Her expression was serious. This is strange. What is? Michael's life insurance beneficiary was changed to spouse 1 week before the accident. And the payout is $3 million. The coverage amount was increased a month before the accident. $3 million. Beneficiary changed 1 week before the accident. Coverage increased 1 month before. And here's the weird part, there was a brake service appointment scheduled for the morning of the accident. But it was cancelled. Brake service? Yeah, Michael made the appointment himself saying the brakes felt soft. But it was cancelled that morning by a call from the spouse's phone number. My head went blank. No, it couldn't be. Jessica wouldn't. My daughter-in-law wouldn't do that to my son. But the suspicion grew. I started watching Jessica carefully. A week passed. Then one day, I saw Jessica talking to an unfamiliar man outside the ICU. How long do I have to wait? The loan sharks are at our house every day. Dad, please. If the doctors get suspicious now, we're done. Just wait a little longer. Loan sharks? I quickly hid and started recording on my phone. 30 years as a county clerk taught me one thing: always secure evidence. Do you know how dangerous it was? Cutting someone's brake lines. Chills ran down my spine. Cutting brake lines? Dad, keep your voice down. This is a hospital. Fine. If I don't get the money by next week, I'm going to the cops. You'll go down with me. The man stormed off. I stopped recording. My whole body was shaking. That night, I listened to the recording again. Clear as day. Cutting brake lines. This was attempted murder. The next morning, I headed to the police station. But Jessica was waiting outside my house. Mom, we need to talk. What? You recorded us yesterday at the hospital, didn't you? My blood ran cold. Give me your phone. Jessica, Mom, you know as well as I do without evidence, you can't do anything. Delete that recording. This is. Jessica pulled out an envelope. Inside were photos. Photos of me meeting with Margaret, watching at the hospital. I've been following you. I know everything you're doing. Delete that file and stay quiet. I'll cover all of Michael's medical bills. You've lost your mind. Lost my mind? Mom, my dad's gambling debts are $200,000. The interest is $10,000 a month. I need to survive too. Jessica screamed. I'd never seen her like this. I just didn't stop him from driving when I knew the brakes were bad. I didn't cause the accident directly. That's insane. If you go to the police, you're finished too. I'll say you were after Michael's insurance money. Who will they believe? It was blackmail. But I didn't back down. Jessica, I spent 30 years catching fraud. I can see through your lies. Then try. Jessica left. I collapsed. But I couldn't give up. Not for Michael. That night, I called Margaret again. Margaret, I need help. Can we check the accident vehicle? It should be at the salvage yard now. The next day, we went to the salvage yard. Michael's Tesla was completely destroyed in the front. Sir, can you check the brakes on this car? The mechanic looked underneath. There are cuts in the brake lines. Looks deliberate. Can you photograph this? Sure, but you need to report this to the police. I secured the evidence. But I needed more. I went to the accident scene on I-25. There had to be traffic cameras. I contacted the Colorado Department of Transportation. After explaining my situation, they showed me the footage. The morning of the accident, 7 a.m. Michael's car entering a rest stop. 5 minutes later, another car pulled up next to it. Jessica and that man got out. On camera, the man crawled under Michael's car, did something, then emerged. They talked briefly. Can I get a copy of this footage? You'll submit this to police? Absolutely. I got the USB drive. Now I had solid evidence. On my way home, someone jumped into my backseat. That man. Give me that USB, lady. No. Then I have no choice. He reached for it. I put the USB in my mouth, ready to swallow it. Crazy woman. Just then, a state trooper drove by. I screamed. Help me. The police stopped. The man was arrested trying to flee. What's going on? This man threatened me. And he tried to kill my son. At the police station, I showed them everything. The brake line photos, the surveillance video, the recording. This is attempted murder. The investigation began. Jessica was arrested. Everything came out. Jessica's father really did have $200,000 in gambling debts. The family was about to lose their house in Boulder. Jessica planned to pay it off with Michael's insurance money. The trial happened. Jessica claimed she didn't know. But the evidence was clear. The defendant, Jessica Anderson, is sentenced to 12 years for attempted murder and insurance fraud. The defendant, Robert Martinez, is sentenced to 10 years as an accessory. The verdict came down. I cried leaving the courtroom. Anger, sadness, relief all mixed together. That night, I went to the hospital. Michael still had his eyes closed. Michael, Mom fixed everything. You can wake up now. Then it happened. Michael's finger moved, just slightly. Michael. Doctors rushed in. Brain activity. There's a chance of recovery. 3 months later, Michael opened his eyes. He started rehabilitation. Gradually, he could speak. Mom. Yes, Michael. Mom's here. Thank you. For what? Mom just did what any mother would do. Without you, I'd be dead. No. You were always going to survive. I knew it. Now Michael has almost fully recovered. He found a new job at a startup in Boulder. Sometimes he looks at me and says, "Mom, I love you." And I always answer, "I love you too, son." Everyone, remember this: if you don't give up, the truth will come out. A parent's love isn't surrender, it's protection. Fight to the end. For the people you love. If this story helped you, please subscribe and like. See you next time. Thank you.